Let's see here. We got Callum who also says Last of Us 2 game was an excuse for Neil Cuckman to project his fetish. The TV series is his way to show his idea for an SJW utopia. Well, the series is really popular. There's that.
You want to talk about...
I know you've been watching it.
Yeah.
Has anybody else here been actually watching it?
Yes. But I fell asleep during last night's episode. So I only
George.
saw about half of it.
But you were busy. Did you sleep because it was boring or because you're just so strung out?
I would say strung out. Long day yesterday. So, yeah.
So, well, what's your guys' feelings on it then, real quick, so far to this point?
I mean, I like the show. So, I mean, some episodes better than others. And my feeling is, just from hearing people comment on it, that if you've played the game, you don't like the show. If you didn't play the game, you do like the show, because there's that element of surprise. People who played the game, it doesn't go exactly as I had imagined, and the game is better. So that seems to be where the divide is. But I like the show. I mean, you know, how would a breakdown of society, like there? I believe that there would be basically warlords. The people with useless jobs would be, you know, serve the people who have brute force at their disposal, i.e. weapons and sheer will. So those are the people that would survive. So I think it would be an effed up world that wouldn't necessarily subscribe to any specific ideology other than power. So, I like how it's progressing. I find the character of Ellie to be the least likable. Unfortunately, she's the lead. You know?
I like her. I love her character.
Yeah, what I'm hoping is that this is her. She's sort of a, she should just listen to Joel. Her, like she should just at times shut the F up and listen to Joel. So I find her annoying. My hope is that she will learn that she should listen to Joel more carefully, or have at least know that she has a lot to learn from him and come to appreciate him before he's dispensed with a
hockey stick.
Golf club. Well, they'll change it to a hockey stick. I wouldn't have a problem with that change.
It's a hockey stick in the game.
Is it a hockey stick in the game? I thought it was a 5-iron.
No, maybe. I can't remember.
Anyway, so
it's a golf club.
I find her character just grating at times, just because it's like, you're making stupid choices. And I don't think that there needs to be more consequences for her stupid choices so she can learn, because I believe pain is how we learn. So not enough pain has been inflicted on that character. So I'm hoping that she grows and changes, and that this is just the young, innocent, naive Ellie that will grow into a smarter character, or at least one that I care to follow beyond season 1. So there's my take.
From what I hear, it'll make a great video game someday.
Yeah, exactly.
Callum Lyle says, lastly, a new god of America is called gender, and the idol is the rainbow flag, and trans can do whatever they want, and male and female are feeling. Is this in Last of Us 2?
I don't know what that's a reference to, but
I would assume so, because that was what was last Super Chat was about, was Last of Us 2 game.
Gotcha.
I think what he means that genders, like being male and being female, they are just subjective feelings that you can change them a little bit depending on what you feel like that day. I think that's what Callum is trying to say here.
I think they're confusing that with personality traits, because in my time of being around, I've seen a lot of different types of people. I've only known there to be 2 genders. Male, female. Although I do believe that, there are people who coming into adult age have different feelings and they are become trans, and that's a choice. I believe that's a lifestyle choice. I don't know that we can trust that choice to children, frankly. So there you go.
That's a whole different discussion from
Absolutely.
from the show. I liked The Last of Us, I think it's a well done. I'm kind of overlooking the moments that I personally disagree with, but I didn't make those choices. So these are just choices. There's not necessarily a wrong choice. The show is well done. I do like the relationship the two of them have. Why did the life partner of Tom, Joel's brother, openly discuss the fact that they're living in a commune society? I don't know. I would never see that on Rockford Files. Unless there was payoff. So they laid that out as a fairly major smoking gun and then did nothing with it. So why even say it? On the other hand, I have seen other reviewers who have disavowed the entire series because this woman mentioned communism. That's just immature.
Yeah, I think it's a legitimate choice for society after society breaks down for that. I think
why name it? Just live it.
Well, no, exactly. Yeah, see, that's the thing that I think people have a problem with is, and you combine that with Ant-Man's shout out to socialism being kind of a charged word. It just appears that like our most popular media, a Marvel movie, and the biggest show currently on television are basically here's a justification for communism. And I think that people are pissed off and offended by it. I mean, it was never necessarily named, but in Walking Dead, they did, practice something of that. Everyone had to contribute, resources were shared, right? They just never named it.
No, and the other part too is that it was way different in context. It was done as a means of desperation and survival,
yes,
as opposed to taking something that's kind of doing a decent job and saying, no, we're going to try and go better, and we're going to do that by removing rights of other people. Those are two different things. The other part to also think about is what is the context of the characters that are saying these things? Are they good guys or are they bad guys? And if they're bad guys, let them say bad, dumb things so that the story can progress and prove them wrong, because that's part of what story is. Don't just jump or knee-jerk reaction just because a villain said something stupid, because they're supposed to. Yeah. They're the bad guy.
she wasn't the bad guy. What was funny, and I mean,
just in general, I don't watch the
when the woman, Tom's mate, life partner, said, "Yeah, you could call it communism." Tom's reaction to Joel was funny because neither Joel nor Tom fit that mold, and he actually felt apologetic, and there was a kind of happy wife, happy life, just shut up moment.
Okay, that's funny.
Which I thought I might be reading into it, but I was pretty certain that was there. Why Joel had to weepily tell Tom that he's broken and can't continue. Why weepily? That choice I didn't understand. Yeah. So
I guess I don't have to wait too long though for the game.
He could have just said it stoically in his regular way, but in the game, I don't know. I don't think Joel is weepy in the game. I mean, I did watch a walkthrough, but again, that was a while ago. Why did the producers make that choice? It didn't add to the ending of it. It didn't add to the way it resolved to have Joel almost weepily cry that he can't continue. And Tom, it should have been, hey, Tom, I'm broken. You fucking take this girl. I'm done. It wouldn't have made any difference. But the directors and producers or whatever made the decision that Joel had to be a basket case. That wasn't satisfying to me. But like any show, they returned back to its normalcy at the very end. Oh, until he got stabbed in the gut. But that was pretty cool.
So it's all good then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Let's move on from there.